Binance pays 4.3 billion. Ethereum ETFs inch closer, and Robinhood is building a token factory? What? Let's break it all down. Hey, good morning. This is D Weekly, where you get your crypto with D Weekly. Like, subscribe, do all the things. I know you like this stuff. I see the numbers on Spotify. YouTube numbers aren't anything to shake, but we're going to grow. We're going to get there. Let's fly through this week's hottest headlines, at least according to me. Let's start with the regulatory rundown. Binance ended its war with the SEC. They gave up and paid 4.3 billion with a B. Jeez. 4,300,000,000. Yeah, they got that right. They paved the way for a clear U.S. return. They see what's going on in the U.S. and they want to be a part of it. Why this is important? It ends a years-long battle, and like I said, it's going to open that pathway for them to come back to the U.S. CZ is coming back to the U.S., baby. Where's that? What's that Biggie Smalls? I'm going back. Gonna be CZ. And let's talk about some other regulatory news here. SEC filings to show momentum for ETH spot ETF. I know that was a bit of last week's news, but it's still creeped into this week's, right? And these new filings hint at a constructive dialogue that could mean expedited timelines. So hang on to your chairs, right? Because an ETH ETF, a spot ETF is around the corner. And in a bit of regulatory news not based in the US, I'm sorry, it's a lot of US news. I'll try and be more cultured, right? I am more cultured. I eat baguettes, okay? I eat croissants, okay? I eat pad thai. I eat beef larb, okay? Galbi, okay? I'm cultured. Anyways, sorry, I digress. South Korea is finalizing some new crypto investor protections, right? So if you are investing with an exchange in South Korea, it's going to mandate cold storage. It's going to mandate that exchange has public disclosures of what's inside of that cold storage, and there's going to be some stiff penalties for fraud, right? So in South Korea, if you're not playing by the rules, then you're going to go down. Now, we all know regulations is a two-sided thing, right? Yeah, okay. They protect you. Let's put some quotations on it, right? But I mean, to the average, maybe those regulations are going to help them feel comfortable. And that's what you want. You want people to feel comfortable. So, they can be of your tribe, part of your crew. Let's move on to some global news. We've got one tidbit of global news coming out of Germany, Spleckenshi. Anyways, Frankfurt has become Europe's top tokenized securities hub as DekaBank has launched a $2 billion tokenized securities platform. So everybody says tokenization is going to eat the planet. Everything's going to be tokenized. Tokenized desk chairs, tokenized microwaves, tokenized land, tokenized Cadillac, tokenized Toyota Land Cruisers. I hope I get one soon. They look dope. Anyways, I'm sorry. Frankfurt is taking on, the capital of that for Germany. So yeah, not too bad. This crypto thing is going to eat the planet. Feels so good to be right, doesn't it? Moving on to some quick tech advancements. Chainlink launches cross-chain interoperability protocol, or CCIP, for enterprises. They're trying to power real-world bank integrations like ANZ and JPM Coin, JP Morgan Coin, who, by the way, Mr. Jamie Dimon, everybody's favorite this week, said, "Hey, I don't care about crypto. I don't give a goddamn about crypto. But hey, if you're one of my clients and you want to buy crypto, I'll allow it." I give it maybe 5 more years before Jamie Dimon is like, "Oh, I was way wrong about crypto. I've actually been buying it this whole time, and I have tens of millions of dollars worth of it personally. I don't know. I make $80 million a month." I'm kidding. He doesn't make that much, but he is probably overpaid. Just saying. In other tech advancement news, ZK Sync launches Elastic Chains framework, and this enables modular, interoperable ZK rollups on Ethereum. The key word there, everyone, is interoperable. That mythological beast of interoperability that crypto has been chasing for so very long, well, It's looking like it's starting to be real. Got all these L2s. We even have other networks like Avalanche that have subnets, atomic swaps, and things of that nature. But it would just be really cool to like zero knowledge log into a web browser, not have to share any of my personal and private information with any of the people that I'm talking to or dealing with on the internet. Right. And that login gets me into all the things on the internet, all the fun, all the videos, all the conversations and discussion forums, and I could just exist and stack internet points and have that nice little internet life. I'm sorry, I just started daydreaming about how awesome interoperability and Ethereum could be. Sorry, I got a little too into it. Let me just get back to the news. Some notable price movements, and these price movements would be between May 16th and May 22nd. I will go on ahead and say up front, Bitcoin had a new all-time high. There's nothing more to say with Bitcoin. $111,000 is what it was at this week. Doesn't it feel? Look at yourself. I'm looking at seeing the smile on your face. You feel good. You feel good about being right. You told all your friends. You told all your family, like, hey, this is going to be really valuable one day. Trust me, I know you don't understand it, and I barely understand it, but everyone's gonna want to understand it. I'm kidding. Bitcoin had a great week, all-time high. Gotta love it. To the moon. Which moon at this point? You know what I mean? Earth's moon? Saturn's moon? We're going to Titan? You know what I mean? To the moon. Ethereum, little slight drawback in that time from 2.4 thousand to 2.3 thousand. So I mean, it's like less than 1% that it moves down. It's not really a big deal. Ethereum is still the bee's knees. Another coin moved on to the majors this week, and that is Link. Link had a major move, and it is a major. Why not? $14.40 to $16.88, which is a 17.2% increase. Right. So yeah, that's a little bit of the price news for you guys that are into that kind of thing. If I didn't talk about your coin, if I didn't talk about your favorite altcoin, leave it in the comments down there, and maybe I'll talk about its price movement. Maybe I'll think it's important just like you, but probably not. There's so many altcoins and so many shit coins. Moving on to adoption. Get this, guys. Robinhood. Not that Robinhood. Robinhood, the financial app, fintech app, has tripled its crypto development team. This is going to have an impact, guys. This build new wallet tools and a launchpad. They basically want to make a token factory. It feels a lot to me like Robinhood is going to try to get in on the fast JPEGs game, right? Or the pump.fun game. But they just want to make a token factory and people can gamble their life away like they already do on Robinhood. Am I right? Am I right? Who's got some puss? I might have some puss. You don't know what I got. In other news, Visa announces on-chain loyalty. It's a platform pilot, actually. And they're trying to tie stablecoin usage to their already traditional reward programs, right? So you have one of those fancy credit cards, gives you 3% cash back on every swipe. Well, if you have a Visa card tied to USDC, you can get 3% USDC back on every swipe. Not a bad gig. And at this point, let's talk about some hashtag not financial advice. Why do you have your emergency fund in a savings account getting you 0.1% interest every year? That's silly. Put your emergency fund. This is not investment advice. This is just something somebody that is a financial advisor told me, is that maybe I should just put my emergency fund into USDC on like Coinbase, get like 3.5, 4.5%. I don't know. Just saying, like, seems a little bit better than 0.1%. That's not financial advice. It just seems like common sense. I don't know. Anyways, that's it for a little bit of adoption news. What's next? Well, we need to keep our eye on this ETH ETF decision window. It's going to reopen on June 3rd, and we'll find out more there. The news this week about South Korea is going to have a ripple effect, and it could ripple to other APAC nations. And, you know, if we see some solid regulatory framework around the world, at least it could be like that Trojan to get everybody in on crypto in a way that we all originally got in on crypto so long ago. And one thing we need to do is we need to watch Link's follow through on the BTC and ETF inflows, right? They promise some things. We want to see if they're holding up to that. So thank you guys for listening to another week of the D Weekly. Laws were passed, code was shipped, and capital is moving. Don't miss next week's kind of news roundup. Please subscribe, ring that bell if you want. This is a weekly show. Your favorite altcoin, leave it in the comments below. Maybe I'll talk about it. Maybe I won't. If it sucks that bad, I'll let you know for sure. Hey, sorry, user do. That coin is terrible, and you should not be that interested in it. Until next time, stay decentralized, and thank you for listening to D Weekly, where you get your crypto with D Weekly.